Hi everyone, this is Mason Winfield of Sci Friday with Mason. You know, it's St. Patrick's Day week, and in honor of the Irish culture, whom I admire so much, in my Guinness shirt, get a little sip of the suds here. Is this illegal? And today we are talking about the gloomiest Bigfoot in Ohio, Part 1. Northeast Ohio is, it's actually, I go through that part of the state a couple times a year. I love visiting my old college, Denison University. It's sort of the middle of the state. My dad's people are from Northeast Ohio. Warren, Youngstown, Mineral Ridge, little tiny place. And Northeast Ohio, it's got the stereotype of the gloomiest place in the state. So when I heard about the flap of Bigfoot sightings in the first weekend of March, and I noticed that some reporter called it the gloomiest chunk of the state, and I noticed that none of these witnesses, I mean, there were like 7 sightings in 6 different places in 5 days. I mean, that's a lot of Bigfoot sightings. And nobody got a cell phone picture. So at first I thought that this gloominess might have had something to do with the lack of cell phone reception, which it doesn't. I then thought the nickname might have something to do with being economically depressed, because the region is economically depressed. It has been for a couple decades since they lost a lot of their manufacturing. But it turns out that it just may get less sunlight. It's positioned near the lake, they get the clouds, so they don't get the sunlight during a typical year. But none of that has anything to do with the fact that they had a remarkable flap of Bigfoot sightings in a short period of time, 5 days. Now, a flap, F-L-A-P, is a perfectly professional term for an outbreak of gossip, particularly of the paranormal kind. So what do we make of this stuff? The location of it is very precise. The dead center of if you do a circle about 6 miles around, you get them all. But 6 out of the 7 sightings are in a much smaller region. They're in about a 3-mile circle. So they're really close. And the multiple reports about them suggest that the Bigfoot, I mean, either the witnesses are, reporting the same one differently, or else there were different Bigfoot. And they're different sizes, different colors, sometimes even just a different body shape. I mean, some were about 6 feet tall, some were really big. So what do we make of all this? Now, there is a bit of integrity to the sightings beyond the fact that a lot of people saw them at the same time. One of them is that where a direction was perceived for the direction the Bigfoot were moving, it was southeast. And that led some people to speculate that maybe there's a mating, like a Woodstock for the Bigfoot going on. Maybe there's a mating ritual that they're all migrating to. But the way my mind operates, first of all, I just can't think of Bigfoot as a biological creature. But if I could, Northeast Ohio would be a lousy place for it. I mean, that part of the state is not very wooded. It's pretty flat. It's not hilly. There's not many places to hide. It's a lot of rural, wide open land. There are a couple cities there. Warren, Youngstown. It's in Portage and Trumbull counties, which are where the Bigfoot sightings are. And I've thought for years now that the Bigfoot people report is one of 2 things. Well, maybe 3. I mean, it's an apparition. It's a ghost. Something people see, it disappears. My native friends, some of them think that Bigfoot is a interdimensional being. It's just as material as any of us, but can go in and out of our realm. And it's possible that it might be something even Jungian, as in the great psychoanalyst Carl Jung, talking about people projecting things that are very likely to be in their mind anyway. I mean, a Bigfoot is a big, hairy, human-like being. It's probably a manifestation of the shadow. That's its code message to the unconscious mind. But what I would tell you is this. I've been in communication with Jeremiah Byron, who is the head of the Bigfoot Society, which I think is a national outfit and not a Ohio one. But seemed like a really nice guy. As busy as he is, I know he's getting hits from media all over the place. He was very, very helpful, very eager to help me. I haven't heard back from him yet. I asked him a couple questions. But if and when I do, that may be cause for a part 2. For now, thanks for joining me in a report on the gloomiest Bigfoot in Ohio. And we'll see you again next week. Happy St. Patrick's Day.